What the hell is it with the letter X being used in so many movie titles these days? Fast X, Saw X, and there's literally a movie called X with its sequel Max XXXeen coming out soon. And now we have Godzilla X Kong. Like, what the fuck? I guess Hollywood has a X fetish right now or some shit like that. Anyways, this new Monster Clash movie had great characters with a good story arc, a Godzilla that looked visually amazing, and oh fuck, wait, sorry, I'm talking about Godzilla minus one. Whoops, my bad. I'm supposed to discuss the big ass downgraded monster movies that came out recently, aka Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. A movie with basic characters and a mediocre story arc at best. On the bright side, this movie features a Godzilla that looks pretty cool, and who could forget the mighty King Kong? I would say that Kong looked pretty badass as well, but besides that, this is obviously a movie that doesn't come close to Godzilla minus one. America is just not on the same level as Japan when it comes to these monster flicks, and it shows in a movie like this. Godzilla X Kong is just an over the top CGI mess of ridiculous action and hardly any story to give a shit about. But you know what? This movie gave us a lot more screen time for the monsters than I had anticipated, which was a good thing. To be honest, the scenes with the humans and the scenes with the monsters were actually pretty well balanced for the most part, which is unusual for an American take on the monsterverse, especially a movie like this. The fight scenes were dope, and it was nice to see Godzilla and Kong get along and team up once again. I mean, these two fools together are fucking unstoppable. One thing that was weird about this movie was how Kong was so heavily involved in most of the movie and how Godzilla was like barely in it. I mean, seriously, like Kong has way more screen time for whatever reason, and that was sort of disappointing for me. This movie is called Godzilla X Kong, yet it felt like Kong the movie with Godzilla sometimes. And sometimes is an overstatement. It's ridiculous too because Godzilla's name comes up first in the title, yet the movie is all about Kong. Don't get me wrong, I love King Kong, he's fucking awesome, but like come on, the title was false advertising 101. So speaking of Kong having lots of screen time, we follow him on his journey as he meets other big ass gorillas, along with the crazy ass Scar King, a menacing ape who controls like a frozen big white dinosaur who can breathe ice out of its mouth like it's fire. So it's basically Frozen Godzilla or some shit like that. And Godzilla and Kong are tasked with stopping the Scar King and his frozen dinosaur pet before he freezes the entire world. Honestly, I didn't really understand the villain's motivations here. Maybe he wants to run the world with his frozen dino pet or some shit like that? I don't fucking know, man. Anyways, this is the type of movie where you go in and you know what you're gonna get. There's no surprises here. You go in expecting mindless CGI action with cool ass monsters, and you get exactly that. And because this movie was exactly what I expected, I didn't really mind it at all. I guess my only big quarrel with it is that it brought me back to reality just months after I experienced a great example of an incredibly intriguing Godzilla movie, aka Godzilla Minus One. But if you take Godzilla Minus One out of your mind and just accept Godzilla X Kong for what it is, and just like enjoy the cool action, you'll have a pretty good time at the theater. I know I did. I'm gonna give Godzilla X Kong a 6 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more movie reviews.